The Nike GT Cut was kind of like that Kobe alternative, especially in a world where we can barely find Kobe's nowadays. And then it turned into the shoe that we also couldn't find. This could replace that. Yo, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today, we got a detailed look and breakdown of these potential bad boys right here. I'm gonna call it right now. These feel amazing. They could be one of the best shoes of the year, in addition to the KD15 and the GT Cut 2 and the Puma TRC Blaze Court. Oh, the Wade 10. But anyways, these bad boys right here are the Li-Ning Wade 808 2s. And these just feel pretty crazy. And I will show you why real quick. Like, what the f? That's crazy. It's not crazy that it's a thing, because it's already a thing. It's just crazy that they're doing it now. Converse does it, Nike does it, Li-Ning does it. That's crazy to me. Is this the way of the future? I don't know. But yeah, look at this, man. I always love doing this. It always freaks people out. They're like, oh, the creases.
On the textile.
I know, it's not, it goes right back into shape. It's not a big deal. But anyways, like I was saying, this is the 808 2s from the Wade brand. They sent these over, so big thank you to them. We really appreciate it. Just so you guys know, there is a US site, and this shoe goes all the way up to like a size 15 or 16. It is a size 15, and they're available. They're available in 3 colors. There's this purple one, there's a weird teal one, and then there's this one. I didn't mean that they were weird because they're teal. It's just, they all look a little weird. They're all really bright. But yeah, they start at size 7. They go all the way up to 15. And yeah, I just think that these are really, really interesting. It makes me want to lace them up and go outside and go play basketball. So I think that's great. But anyways, these things right here, man, look at this outsole, dude. This is amazing. Like, it feels crazy. It's going to cover every angle that you could possibly move on a court. I think that's awesome. Downside is that because it is all of this soft pliableness, I don't know how well this is gonna last outside, but I mean, for as long as it'll last, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get amazing coverage. However, if you take these inside, the grip, at least on our little floor over there, felt wicked. Pop your hip out type of wicked. Like, that's crazy. I still can't believe that they did this. You would think that Nike would have like patented the drop-in. They did it with knit.
I guess I just don't understand the appeal of the drop-in.
Well, so I'm going to talk about that in a second, because there's a product description on the shoe that is really curious to me, and so we'll get into that in just 1 second. Now, before we get to that drop-in, the entire shoe has got this cup sole around it. The lateral side has TPU panels. The thing that I thought was super weird was that you can see right through. So like, instead of what Nike does where it's like a clear bottom, so you can see the tech and everything, Li-Ning went almost like a Jordan, like a 2010, you remember those? With the window right here. So yeah, so like it's got one of those in there. It almost reminds me of an Eclipse plate. And yeah, I just think it's really interesting that they did that. Obviously, all of these panels right here are for support, and they should do the job well, because I mean, this is not new tech by any means. It's just new for this brand. So I'm again, just really kind of like surprised that it's here. And speaking of the drop-in itself, this one right here is made out of Li-Ning's cloud cushioning system. For those of you guys that don't know what cloud cushioning system is, at least the original iterations of this cushion were awful. This feels awesome. Like, it feels like a cloud. I don't know where some of my drop-in shoes are. The only ones that I know where they are right now are like my Kobe 8s and my 9s. I did put them in here because the description of the shoe. So I just want to get it right. So I'm just gonna say like word for word or whatever, but it says key features include replaceable midsole, not drop-in midsole. It says replaceable. This is in the product description. So if you keep going down, it does say like in the little tech breakdown, like one-piece midsole and everything. But again, the actual like worded description says replaceable midsole. So I'm kind of like, what is it replaceable with? The shoe is compatible with different midsoles for different purposes, such as better support, cushioning, lighter in weight, or better bounceability. This design serves to meet the different needs of basketball players. To which again, replace it with what?
Answer me!
Are they selling different versions of these? I didn't see them on the site. When I took my Kobe 8 midsole and put it in there, I mean, while I can get it in there, there was so much room that it just doesn't work, you know what I mean? And it sits a lot lower. The only midsole that I have, at least that I've seen, that looks like it would fit with this is in those Converse shoes, or very similar drop-in was with the Kobe AD NXT 360. I just don't know where, like what, how, with what? What do we replace this with? I just need to know. Especially with that description. The description just throws me off. It's like, it's a replaceable midsole with what? Like, where are my options? Because if there's more than this, like if there's a boom drop-in or whatever, like I'm here for that. I think that's cool. Now the materials are very Air Jordan 34-ish. So the entire upper is built out of that same style mesh that we saw on that shoe. Am I mad about that? No, that's actually the one that I really liked. I don't dislike Leno weave or anything, but the latest iteration of it was too...
Potato sacky?
No, it was just there was none of it. It's so see-through-y that it's just so weird to me. I was able to deal with it with the Air Jordan 36, but the 37s, they really just went off in a weird direction and I don't love it. But this shoe reminds me of the 37 as far as the cut and everything. It's like I was saying in that video where it has the extended collar that just kind of makes it feel like it's a mid or a high even though it's not. This doesn't do that. So I actually am curious if they do a 37 low, if it kind of look like this. Like I was saying, the materials are very similar to the 34s. It just has a lot more structure in it, so you can see all the little cutouts. That's all for airflow. The area that's making it look like that is the support structure, and then the top layer is that mesh. There's even another layer on top of that in high wear areas like the toe, the little ball of the foot area, the eye stays. So that is to ensure that the laces don't yank through and that you're not toe dragging the shit out of these and it going right through your upper and your big toes sticking out and stuff like that. So it's pretty standard stuff at this point. Nothing really to complain about. I'm sure that it'll work well. If you love airflow in your shoes, it doesn't get any more airy than something like this. I really like the shape of these though. The shape of all of this, it promotes nice fluid motion. It also works as the heel counter. There's lots of sculpting in the back right here, so tons of padding. It's super awesome. Got a cool little Fire Nation logo in the back. I don't know if that's actually it, but I'm just saying, I like it. The tongue is super breathable on top of that. I don't love the top piece though. It's just foam with vinyl on it. It's stupid cheap, but hey, whatever.
You know what the toe reminds me of? Just the sleekness of it. The Curry 4.
A little bit. This shoe looks like design sketches. They're always super angular, really sleek and tapered at the toe, and you get the actual shoe and it's like a block and you're like, what the hell happened? This looks like the design sketch, so I think that's the one. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, the Wade brand, again, they sent these over. They sent me a 9.5. I usually wear a size 9. On their product description, it says that due to customer feedback, they recommend going up half a size. When I put them on, they do have the thumb's width of space in the toe area, which I personally don't like. So if you like your shoes to fit like me, I would go true to size. If you like that thumb's width of space, go up half a size. And also one of the things that they had stated with the midsole is that it's gonna mold to your foot or whatever. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but that's a good sign usually for wide footers or people with low arches and things like that, is that these types of things, they normally, because it is foam, it will pack down eventually. So your footbed or your foot shape will mold into all of this, so it feels more like a custom fit rather than a standard shoe that you then have to insert an orthotic and all of that stuff, especially since drop-in midsoles and orthotics are not compatible. So again, I'd go true to size for those of you guys that want a snug one-to-one fit. Everyone else though, go up half a size. You should be good to go. Again, they're available all the way up to a size 15. So for those of you guys that have been wanting to try a really cool Chinese branded shoe without, for one, breaking the bank, because I know those Wade 10s were $200. Whereas these guys are 120, so it's way more affordable. So yeah, so if you're trying to see what else is out there, you can do that. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. Let us know what you think about these down below in the comment section. Are you gonna try them out, especially because they go past size 11 this time? So hey, there's hope for everybody yet. Thank you once again for being here, and until next time guys, have a good one. Also, if you like my shirt, there's a link down below in the description box. You can go check it out.
You know what's funny about that shirt? Considering I'm the one who unpacked it and hung it up and everything, I did not notice that there was mini silhouettes of them in the shirt until I was focusing on you for today's videos.
No, this kills me right here where he's crying. You guys got to watch the show. I'm not going to spoil anything. It's awesome. Even though it's a cartoon, that hits, man. It's dope.